actually doesn't look half bad.
Not too bad at all, yeah. Ceiling fan is still on.
Yeah, someone's been here recently.
Damn, maybe they just moved out.
I'm thinking, I know off the top of my head, even though this is not bad looking, I think based on the age of the house, makes it look dated. But it's funny because this exact same thing in like a newer condo, would be nice.
What do you think? Knocking it down?
Yeah, they can knock this down, knock this back to where this other wall is. So right about here or so.
Put some bulkheads right there.
Yep. Place the windows. Windows aren't horrible if you were doing a rental, but fixing and flipping, new windows.
Well, I definitely agree. What about this paint?
Paint, definitely. Paint. So new paint, and might as well go and put new baseboards in. Since we're gonna not take most of the baseboards out anyway.
Yeah.
When you put the to knock the wall up, okay. New baseboards. Now we have the new molding around the doors that match the baseboard.
When do you think this place was last renovated?
I mean, the house is built in the 50s, but
70s.
Yeah, I think the 70s and 80s. Cause it's not horrible. Like that's the thing. Like this is a rental. We could probably keep the same cabinets, clean them up, of course. Keep the same cabinets, replace the countertop, but fixing and flipping it, all this has to come out.
Gotcha.
It's got a back hooks. Hey, it's not a bad. It's a nice strong door up again.
Now some folks might wonder, is there any way to restore these cabinets?
There is. Let's see. So it depends. If it's a solid wood, you can actually sand them down and stain them. But these, let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's a solid. I don't think it's a solid wood. So the best thing to do would be to paint them.
Yeah.
Nowadays, a lot of folks like white cabinets, so I would say paint them. Actually, paint the cabinets. Go hard and put a granite countertop on it, kind of spruce it up a little bit.
I can see that. Yeah, it'd be hard to get top of the market without replacing these cabinets.
Yeah. Not bad.
Not bad at all, right?
Not bad. Nice little alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
Big backyard.
Can you imagine cutting this grass?
No way. Remember the one time I saw this guy cutting grass with a, he had it on a string, so he had to let it go down and pull it back up for a string.
Talk about lazy.
But I'm thinking, honestly, you know, this is a nice cupboard. I would just get rid of this. Get rid of this whole thing.
Yeah,
it's
give it a new look and feel.
Awning, yeah.
Now, question for you. After you take this awning off, what are you going to do as far as, I guess, refinishing the bricks?
Finish? I mean, so luckily it wasn't painted. Even though, since the awning's on here, the bricks above the awning got more weather damage than the bricks under the awning.
Gotcha.
But just take it out, fill in those holes, but it shouldn't be that bad. Worst case, you just power wash the whole thing.
Okay.
But you don't have to like repoint these bricks or anything like that. They're in good shape.
And these bars on the wall, what's your thoughts?
For rehab, normally I would say get rid of them. But it looks like everyone around here has bars, and I would probably, and especially since you're getting rid of the awning, I would probably lean towards, yeah, still take them off.
Okay.
Take the bars off. It'll look better. When people move in, they can just add their own.
Now, would you take it off during demo phase? Would you wait till the end of the project?
Yeah, wait till then.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
We're gonna have to take them off when they put the windows in too.
Gotcha.
So
moving along.
Definitely get rid of this. Honestly, get rid of this all of this. So from here to the dining room, get rid of everything. Put in a new floor, because it's gonna be hard to match the two floors.
Okay.
Put in new, like wider plank, darker floors on the whole first floor, and have an island here in the middle.
What are you thinking? Re-engineer hardwood floors?
Yeah, that's probably least costly option.
Now here's the big question of the day. Are you changing the floors in the dining room, living room, and in the kitchen?
Everything.
Same kind of floors?
Same floor, yeah.
Okay.
Even though these floors are decent, as I'm looking around more, since we're gonna knock this wall right here down, you're gonna want all the floors to match. But you could, technically, get some more planks in the kitchen and match it really close to this. But honestly, I think I would just, if you're going to top dollar, I just put a new re-engineered floors in the whole thing.
I agree. When you go on top of the market, you can't.
Yeah. See how the basement looks. I don't know why I always have to go down first before I go up.
Let's see what's in the basement. All right. Hey, how do I cut this light on? Never mind, it's on.
Yeah. So, got a bedroom down here.
Not bad. Now, is this an official bedroom?
I mean, it has a closet. It has a window.
Okay. If I gotta check local rules.
Yeah, check local rules because sometimes they have like a minimum egress to really call it a bedroom.
Okay.
So here, got a stack of wash and dryer. Actually, wash and dryer not bad.
Not bad. Looks like it's moving and ready.
You do this thing? Oh, okay. So since they covered over this with that back porch, they had to close the door outside.
Ah, okay.
Some lights on that. Okay, cool.
Guess that makes it a little more safe.
That's the same thing. It's like they close off the door to the furnace, huh?
Yeah.
Heat system's not bad.
See what we got back here.
Let's see when it was serviced. Normally they'll tell you like on the side when the last time it was serviced. Or when it was originally manufactured, one of the two. Here we go. Yep, 94. So, depending on the usage, most heating systems can last 20, 30 years. Honestly, if it works, I would say service it. Maybe have them clean this up a little bit so it looks a little bit neater.
Okay.
But service it and keep it. There's no point in swapping it out just for something.
And get a home warranty.
Yeah, get a home warranty.
Yeah, that'll save us costs on our end, and
yeah,
we can transfer the savings over to the end buyer.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Water heater looks good. It's good. It's gas water heater. That looks good. Most water heaters on like 10 years though, but.
Oh yeah, water heater looks relatively new.
Well, let's check it. Even though it looks, let me see what the date is. Oh yeah. 2011. So that's
oh yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, man. So down here we gotta check the comps in the area because we have options. We can keep it as a bedroom, which is basically a bedroom and just like a little office area over here.
Okay.
We could we could knock this wall out.
So what you're saying in so many words is based off the comp in the area, that's going to determine the amount of work you do. Exactly. Whether you add a bedroom, subtract a bedroom,
right,
knock down a wall, add a wall.
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes good sense to me.
Got a half bath down here.
All right.
It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's easy.
All right. Okay.
Normally it's nice to add a shower, but the way this bathroom is configured, well, the way the whole basement is configured, might be a little difficult to add a shower. And I don't know if it's even worth the money. You could though, turn the toilet around a little bit. Okay. Put a sink on that wall, and put a shower right here. Then you have to move, wash and dry. Well, we don't necessarily have to have a full utility sink as long as you have a way for everything to discharge. Okay. So you could do that. Like, if necessary, you can move this over. Do it that way.
So one question we haven't answered, folks may be wondering, how come there's no carpet in this basement?
Well, off the top of my head, I can tell that this basement probably has flooded before.
Ah, okay.
I'm seeing a little bit of signs of water damage at the bottom.
Gotcha.
And if carpet gets wet, you can see signs of water damage.
Oh yeah, signs of water damage, yeah.
If carpet gets wet, 9 times out of 10, you have to take it up.
So an investor,
you have to replace the padding.
Okay. In this case, an investor that's looking to do a quick flip, they may not want to come in and throw carpet down. What's your thoughts on that one?
And that's the thing. We know it may flood. We're hoping it doesn't. Yeah. We know the house may flood, but it looks better. So it would actually look better to have carpet down here.
Okay. So maybe they're looking at waterproofing.
Yeah.
See what they got to do, get a sump pump and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see it upstairs.
Moving along, moving along. Yeah, I see what you're saying, the signs of water damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
These steps are pretty wide.
Oh yeah. Gotta love some wide steps. So it looks like a lot of stuff we're seeing is just cosmetic, right?
Yeah, so far it's cosmetic. interesting because online they call this 3 bedrooms. I guess they count the bedroom in the basement.
Yeah.
But it's actually only 2.
Interesting. Got a bit of a slope in the ceiling right here.
Yeah, that's just the way it's constructed.
Yeah.
Not bad. Pretty straightforward. Good doors. Doorknobs. This is considered the master bedroom.
Oh, this is the master bedroom?
It has 2 closets. Still pretty small.
Let's take a look at these closets.
Yeah, so in this case,
Oh yeah.
I see why they did this. Basically, you have to have, unless you're gonna go the extent of like bumping that whole back of the house out and adding a whole suite in the back, which is an option, but it's getting a little costly. You have to have that back bedroom in the basement. Yeah.
Now you know, like I know, in this DC market right here, these back homes are hard to come by.
They are. So you gotta act fast.
Yeah.
And it's not many houses in this area in this price.
I can see that.
So yeah, based on the 2 bedrooms upstairs, definitely gotta have a full-fledged bedroom in the basement. And I would lean towards saying adding a shower. That is actually a usable space, like a usable bathroom.
Okay.
So like I said, when we wash and dry over, actually add a shower to the basement.
Okay, now we haven't run any hard comps in this house yet, but off the top of your head, your experience in real estate, if you had to put a ballpark figure on the rehab cost, top of the line, what are you thinking?
50.
I can see that. Yeah. Depending on the contractor, depending on what upgrades. So fair.
And if you can save the heating system in a water heater, maybe a little 40,
Yeah.
42.
Not bad. And assuming the contractor comes in, does what he or she should do right away, gets to work and figures things out, how long do you think it would take?
Start to finish, 8 weeks at the most.
Not bad. Not bad for a quick fix and flip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're talking 40, let's say 45,000 in 8 weeks.
That's not a bad payday.
Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's straightforward. I mean, it's an excellent fix and flip for a first time investor.
Yeah.
It's very straightforward.
Nothing too intensive?
Not at all. It's very straightforward. It's probably, based on how I say, it's probably one of the easiest flips out there.
I can see that.
I mean, of course you gotta have permits. That's take a little bit of time, get your permits and whatnot. But an inspection, other than that, this is very straightforward flip. So if we do what I was saying before, and knock this whole wall down, which open the whole space up, it's got to be mindful of where the ducts are. So this duct, well, this vent, so this is the vent, that's the return over there. The vent here, you have to be sure that there's no other vents that go all the way up.
Okay.
So easy way to do it would be to either, for one, look downstairs, the ceilings are covered. Just drill holes. So as you're knocking at the units, basically, you know for a fact you're going to at least take it over here.
Okay.
It's just a matter of whether or not you can take this whole thing out. And you'll know once you take the drywall down.
Now, there's been times in the past where we put the vent on the floor.
That's an option as well. I'm just wondering, are there vents that go up to the second floor?
Ah, got you. Okay.
Yeah, if this vent just comes here and stops, that's easy. Yeah, like you say, you just drop down to the floor, all this goes out. But there's vents that go up to the bedrooms and bathroom stairs, and that's running here or here, then that is, it's ways around it where you can like move it to the outside wall, but then you get to reconfiguring ductwork.
Okay.
And unless you're going full blast and adding the bump out the back for the master suite upstairs,
Yeah.
you don't want to get
And that's what you want to talk to your HVAC guy or gal and get a sense of, okay, can we reroute the ducts on this side and that side? But
exactly.
like you said, it's a lot easier if there's no.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Get in, get out. Yeah, you don't get to all that.
What do you think the biggest obstacle of this house will be?
Biggest obstacle. Trying to think. Probably, I don't even call it an obstacle, but this right here, this configuration right here is probably the biggest. How you gonna work this out? This one, folks, first walking into the house. So getting this situated and having the kitchen laid out the right way, that's probably the hardest thing. Second would be the basement and having that configured the right way. Adding a shower, if possible. Having that bedroom look like an official bedroom, and still having like entertainment space in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those two things. So between this area here and the basement. Upstairs is straightforward. It's just 2 bedrooms in the bathroom.
Carpet, paint, drywall, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Fixtures.
That's probably the easiest. Upstairs is probably the easiest part of the house.
Okay.
You can, since you're putting new floor down here, you want to carpet upstairs because you don't want to have to because you want the 2 hardwoods to match if you had 2 types of hardwood. So if you're doing new hardwood down here or new re-engineering floor down here, just put carpet upstairs. No one knows the difference.
I noticed a lot of your houses you put carpet upstairs.
Yeah, it feels warmer. Because a lot of folks, especially this price point, a lot of folks are coming from apartments. Okay. So they want like a cozy feel. So I just the carpet upstairs. Makes sense.
Well, cool, man. I guess we get out of here. Anything else we're gonna look at while we're here?
I think this house is good. Let's move on to the next one.
All right. Have we got a shot of the front yet?
Yeah, you can go the way out.
All right.
I would redo these steps with regular concrete. Like take these slate tiles off.
Oh yeah.
And just have regular, everyday concrete.
That would look nice.
Yeah, redo the part right there.
Probably wouldn't be too expensive either, would it?
Have this gutter. Twist this around, we'll add one extension so that it actually goes away from the house. Okay. That's something that the buyer's home inspector's gonna pick up on.
And I'm guessing that direct TV, you probably pull that down too, right?
Definitely.
How would this awning?
Remove it.
Okay.
Yeah, cause it's missing a couple of breaks. It wouldn't be worth trying to save it.
Yeah, maybe a little landscaping out front.
Yep.
Cool. Think we're done here. On to the next one.